Alright guys, so today's going to be a little different video. Today we're going to talk about how I came out to my family and how I'm trans. And my journey, I guess. And we're going to go throughout the months, and every month we're going to upload my voice changes. I originally didn't really understand who I was and what I was. I actually watched this YouTuber who's a really big inspiration. Hold on, I'll give you guys his YouTube as well. Well, I don't know his YouTube by heart right now, but yeah, he's a really cool guy. He's actually an inspiration to me. He spoke to me pretty much. He went through the same stuff I did, you know. I don't know, I guess I figured it out as a kid. I didn't like wearing dresses. I didn't like my boobs. I didn't like my girl parts. Okay, we'll just say that as I'm making them laugh over there. So over the years, I've been always depressed. I've had a lot go on in my life. But so one night I kind of broke down. I was like, I don't know who I am. Am I trans? Am I not? Now this was only about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and I was so confused. I literally broke down twice a night because I didn't know who I was, what I was, and it's very confusing for a person. So at first I didn't come out trans. I just asked my friends to call me he, him instead of she, her, just so I could see, you know, to experiment and see how I liked it. Well, I ended up liking it. So I ended up coming out trans to my friends and my little cousin. I didn't come out to my family. I came out to TikTok before I came out anywhere else. But I don't know, I just felt better wearing guy clothes. I felt safer. I felt more comfortable wearing guy clothes and cutting my hair short and all that nonsense. But overall, about Christmas time, I'd say, my mom came and visited. Well, I had been putting on Snapchat my tea shots because I started tea last month on the 17th. This 17th of this month will be 1 month on tea. So pretty much we went out to lunch with my mom and her best friend and my stepdad. Well, I want to say about 3 weeks before, about 2 weeks before they came down, I called my stepdad because I thought he would be understanding. And I called him and I was like, hey, I have something I need to talk to you about. It's really important. He said, okay, well, what's up? And I was like, I'm trans. And he was like, oh, well, I'm not going to support you, but I'm not going to stop loving you. And it really, it tears you apart knowing, that your family doesn't support you. It tears you completely apart. I came out to my aunt and she was like, oh, you know, I already kind of figured that, you know, that was kind of obvious that you were eventually going to come out trans. But my stepdad has only been in my life for 2 years, 3 years now. And he was like, well, how am I supposed to go from having a daughter to a son, this and that? I understand it is a lot harder for parents, but it shouldn't be as hard for him because he's only known me 3 years. But, you know, I respect that, but it's who I am. If he doesn't want to be in my life, I'm sorry. If you can't, you know, respect me and support me, I'm sorry. I don't want you in my life. It's as simple as that. I keep jumping topics. I'm sorry, guys. But, so, back to the lunch. So we went to lunch. I've been posting my stuff on Snapchat that I was on testosterone, you know. Testosterone shot number 3, you know. Well, my mom's friend Taylor is on my Snapchat, but I have my parents' blocked to where they can't see my Snapchats, you know, because they're parents and they judge a lot. So I completely forgot. She thought I had told my parents that I was on testosterone. So I go to the bathroom, I come back, I sit down, and my mom's friend is like, well, you haven't eaten a whole lot. And I was like, yeah, my stomach's been pretty messed up. I messed up because, like, when I get depressed, I don't eat a whole lot. And she was like, oh, it might be by some of the medications you're mixing. And I was like, what do you mean? I was like, I'm not mixing any medications. I take my normal medications. She goes, yeah, but adding another medication, you know, can throw stuff off. And I kind of just was like, oh, no. Son of a gun. In front of my parents, you're saying this. So then we get done eating. We get into the car, and all of a sudden my mom goes, so what's this about you being on testosterone? I was like, fudge. I was like, I'm on T, you know. I didn't know if I was going to stop it at that time. I was still a little confused. And a lot of people judge me for starting T after only figuring it out after like a month. I started T because I was so positive and it made me feel so good about myself. Like, I was so much happier coming out trans. Like, my friends supported me. Like, it was amazing. Like, I was the happiest I could ever be. And so she kind of freaked out. She was like, oh, you need to deal with your depression, blah, 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 stuff first. So then I made a TikTok coming out trans. I posted it on Facebook and Instagram because I wasn't sure how to come out to people. So I made a TikTok and I came out to everybody, and my mom called me. And so I was like, hey, and she was like, she started crying to me. She was like, how am I supposed to go from having a daughter for 21 years to having a son? And I was like, I understand it's going to be hard, this and that. And, you know, you have to be kind of understanding, especially if you're older and coming out, you know. A lot of people are like, well, how did you know this late? Like, normally people know earlier. Some people don't realize it until later on. And so my mom pretty much, she doesn't support it, but she still loves me, I guess I could say. And so it's just kind of a struggling type thing. So, like, you just have to, like, advice for those of you that are trying to come out to your parents. They may not understand at first. They're gonna have to go and do their own research. I tried to explain to my mom. She didn't really understand it. So I feel like it's best that if, you know, you're wondering why your child is coming out trans or why they want to be trans or what's going on with them, either sit down and try to talk to them or try to talk to your parents or, like, help them do research, you know. Make sure you do all the research you can because there's a lot that you don't know. So, but pretty much, like, just be who you are. Don't let anybody bring you down. Like, if you're gay, straight, trans, bi, you know, any of those, like, just be yourself. Like, my mom doesn't talk to me right now. My stepdad doesn't talk to me right now. And, like, that's okay. It's 2019, new year, new me, you know. I don't want no negativity in my life. I love my parents to death, yes, but if they don't want to support me, then I guess that's on them. They'll eventually come around, hopefully, I'm praying. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about coming out or need any, like, help or support, my Instagram's always in the link down below, and you guys can message me. But yeah, I'll give you guys updates on every month. But that's all for today, guys. Sorry it was so short. I'll go more into detail, like, each month and give you guys a little more details. But y'all have a great night. Like and subscribe if you haven't. please. And let's go on this journey together.
Mention Mattoon as well. Our ghost
Oh,
hunting
and
videos.
as well, we are going to be going to Mattoon soon, which is a horror, like, ghost hunting. We're going ghost hunting again. So we're going to try and start posting a little bit more. We've just been so busy with Christmas, and we've all been going to different states. My producer just had surgery. Ava's been gone in Florida for a while, and we've all been kind of busy, and they've had finals and stuff, but we should be getting back on track. So, but like and subscribe, guys, and have a wonderful night.